Hello, boys and girls. It is Tuesday and it is time for math. It is 11-2 today and it is subtracting tens on a hundreds chart. This thing should look familiar to you. We used it last week to add two-digit numbers to groups of 10. Well, today we're going to be subtracting when using a hundreds chart. So now here's the biggest difference that I'm going to explain to you. Remember yesterday's lesson, I said when you add, the numbers are going to get bigger. Well, in today's lesson, we're subtracting again, except the numbers are going to get smaller. So the biggest difference is the way that you're going to move back on the column or in the row using the hundreds chart. Okay, now that might sound a little confusing, but once I give you some examples, I think you will understand it. Remember, subtract, your number is not going to get bigger, your number is getting smaller. Okay, so on this hundreds chart, I'm just going to scooch this up for you a little bit so we could see more problems along the bottom. I'm going to start with the number 61. Okay, so I'm starting with 61. And what I want you to do is find the 61 on the hundreds chart. Okay, 6 tens, 1 1. Here it is, right here. I'll even circle it for you. I'm going to take away or subtract, put your minus sign, one group of 10. Now remember, when we go down the column, it's like you're skipping by groups of 10. Well, now we are subtracting, so we are not going to go down the column, we're actually going to go up. Now when I go up, notice that the number is getting smaller. The groups of 10 is going to go down one group of 10. So when I take away one group of 10, remember, all I have to do is go up one group of 10, because when I count, you're skip counting by tens when you go down the column. So when you start at 61, and if you take away one group of 10, it brings you to 51. 51 is your answer. We also looked at the numbers in the tens place, okay? We know that the groups of 10 are going to change and the ones are going to stay the same. When I look at 61, there are 6 groups of 10. When I look at 10, there's one group of 10. So if you can just imagine what is 6, take away 1, that will help you get to your answer, the number that's in the 10 spot. So 6 minus 1, I know is 5. Remember, the ones are not changing. They're staying the same. You're taking away 0, which means the number is going to stay the same. 1 take away 0 is 1. 51 is your answer. We will do a few more examples until you get used to this. Okay, let's try 33, take away 20. Okay, so for those of you who want to just go over the place value, in 33 there are 3 groups of 10 and 3 ones. In the number 20 there's 2 groups of 10 and 0 ones. You know that the 10s are going to change and the ones will stay the same. 3 take away 2. I think some of you can do that in your head. 3 minus 0. I think you can do that in your head too. But now we're going to use the hundreds chart to help us. So we're going to start at 33. Find 33, so it's 3 groups of 10 and 3 ones. I'll circle it. You're taking away 2 groups of 10. So when we were adding 2 groups of 10, we would skip down 1 group of 10, 2 groups of 10. Today we're subtracting 2 groups of 10, so now we have to go the opposite way because the number is going to get smaller. So we're going to go up. 1 group of 10, 2 groups of 10. 33, take away 20, brings me to 13. If you want to check your work, if you're trying to do this in your brain, you know 3 tens minus 2 tens is 1 10. And our ones are going to stay the same. 3 take away 0 is 3. So 13 is the correct answer. Okay. Next one. minus 30. So this is sort of like what we did yesterday. I find 90 on my chart. Here it is. I'm going to count back 3 groups of 10. So I'm counting back, but moving up on the chart because your number's getting smaller. Count back 30. So we're going to count by 10s to 30. 10, 20, 30. 90 minus 30 equals 60. I know 9 take away 3 equals 6, and 0 take away 0 equals 0. 60 is the right answer. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple seconds to try using the hundreds chart. Now you don't have this big chart in front of you, but you do have on your homework paper or your classwork paper today, on 11-2, there is a hundreds chart. You can use this hundreds chart to help you. If you want to put it on next to you while we work out these problems right now, you may. And then you will work on the sheet on your own. Okay, let's try something simple. 27 minus 10. Give it a try. Okay, so if you find 27 on the chart, you don't even have to circle, you could just point to it with your finger. 27, take away 1 group of 10. You're going to count back 1 group of 10. There it is. My answer is 17. When you look at the tens, you see 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. That's there. You know your ones are going to stay the same because you're taking away 0. 7, take away 0 is 7. 7 ones. Your answer is 17. Let's try a harder one. Let's try 64 minus 50. It's a bigger one. In 64, there's 6 groups of 10 and 4 ones. In 50, there's 5 groups of 10 and 0 ones. We're going to start at the number 64 and count back 5 groups of 10. So we'll find 64 on the hundreds chart. Here it is. 6 groups of 10 and 4 ones is 64. We're going to count back 5 groups of 10 because there's 5 groups of 10 and 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Your answer is 14. What is 6 take away 5? Here's 6. If I take away 5, I'm left with 1. And then 4 take away 0 stays the same, 4. Okay, one more example, and then you're going to get started on your classwork. Let's try 82 minus 50. Go ahead. Some of you might even look at those numbers and say, I can do this in my head without the chart. If you need the chart, find the number 82, count back 5 groups of 10. Or you can look at the tens. I see 8 tens. Take away 5. What am I left with? And then your 2 minus 0 is your ones. Okay, so we start at 82 right here. Count back 5 groups of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. What are you left with? 32. 8 take away 5 we said was 3. And 2 ones minus 0 ones is 2. 32 is your answer. Okay, give that a try. Take out this page 11-2. You're going to use the hundreds chart to subtract the tens. There are 3 problems, and there's 3 questions in each problem. That makes 9 problems on the top. Use the hundreds chart to help you. Start at the first number and count back whatever group of 10 they're asking you. On the bottom, start at 75. They want you to complete the missing number. That's a tricky one. Start at 75. How much do you have to count back to get to 35? That's a real tricky one, so give it a try. Is it 20? Is it 30? Is it 40? Or is it 50? Okay? All right, do your best. If you have questions, ask mom or dad to email me, and I will help you through it. And that is all for today for math. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.